New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Ebro in the morning. Rosenberg, Laura Stiles. Iman Shumpert in the building.
Peace.
Shumpert.
Peace.
What up, man?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm in New York promoting the album now.
So real quick, you are currently a full-time rapper.
Well, I'm a free agent,
You're a free agent,
but
currently rapping.
yeah. But I was rapping while I was hooping though.
That's a fact.
Just-
You've been
but
rapping.
right now I got time to drop this album.
You've been rapping now. This goes back to what, 2012? At least
yeah.
that we know about. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Mixtape days, like.
Yeah. That's since I dropped a mixtape with the Knicks, and yeah, that's probably the first time people actually got a body of work from me at the professional level.
And now you have another one coming,
Yeah.
and you're not telling us when yet.
No, because I don't want to give you a date and then not on time.
But tell us about the album, because you came in here smiling, saying this is different.
you're very excited.
Shit is, so it's like I was telling you, it's taking the mute button off. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the current events and things that, you know, we go through as athletes that we might not talk about because you're nervous on, you know, what's gonna happen as far as what your brand's gonna do off the court, if you know what I'm saying, or how you're gonna be looked at by fans if you have a bad game with now them knowing this. But I'm like, this is 2020 where people are under my comments when I take a picture somewhere, they like, man, we know you was in, we know, like you see people having these conversations. I'm
So you're
like,
saying if you drop a line where you talk about being in the club and doing these things, and then the next day you go 3 for 13, you don't want to have all the fans be like, that's why, it's because your ass is in the club.
That's the nervousness
Right.
of some people saying it exactly how it happened. But if I'm really gonna do music, this is about what I've learned over the years is I'm able to write things and say, okay, I can get around to where now the NBA likes it. It's friendly for,
Because it was always like PG-13.
you see what I'm saying?
Right?
It's like even though he's gonna say damn and hell,
You had to keep
he's
it
gonna stay away from
semi-wholesome,
shit.
right?
Yeah, it's like
Right.
you know what I mean? It's just when you got those type of times, you're just like, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna connect, when I see like people connect with music, it's from this being a song that I'm making it something so down to earth that it's like, yo, I used to do that. And the album's called This Car Ain't Stolen. So it's literally about you riding through how I used to ride through how I came up. But it's like me doubling back. So my mom had a Ford Windstar van. I'm sure a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, didn't. They probably had Expeditions. I don't know why my dad decided we should, our big ass should ride in the van. But we rode in the van, and as we got to like 16, 17, well, when I got 16, 17, we started realizing like my legs fit way better in a van than a lot of the cool cars that I wanted to ride in.
Because they're open, there's space. You can
So it became
stretch out.
comfort for me. You
How
know what
tall
I'm
are
saying?
you, Ma?
6'6".
Right.
Just like Mike.
When's your birthday?
June 26th.
it's not just like
I'm
my
doomed. Yeah, I'm doomed from there.
Yeah.
But I just figured out like, yo, I got to knock myself off that pedestal and create vibes that people know are genuine. And that album is like, it's got car sounds. It sounds like you riding with me. You know what I'm saying? You got to do errands with me. You got to see what I'm doing before I go do this, before I do that. And the songs tell the truth. Like it's gonna be dope for people because they're gonna be like, damn, that was truthful. And I would hang with him. Like the album gonna feel like you just hanging with me for the day. That's how I wanted to feel.
So when you first started putting out music in 2012, right, did you have people pulling you to the side, like inquiring about, oh, you're putting out rap songs now?
You mean like at the Knicks, like specifically?
Yeah, like in the NBA and agents and them, you know.
So what's crazy is when I first got there and I rapped a couple of times, I rapped like once when they put me on the spot on stage. They put me on camera. I rapped a couple of times and everybody loved it. Everybody was like so hyped about it. But when they realized that I had like a computer worth of music, like I went to school for this. So it's like my final project in school was to record an album, you know, write out what the visuals would be, put together a presentation board.
And where'd you go to school?
Georgia Tech.
And so it was at Georgia Tech you did that?
Yeah, but I did engineering. So I did the engineering of music to where I had to record myself. So I used to be in the studio on campus.
Let me find out people at Georgia Tech are really doing tech. I didn't even really know that.
Shut up.
I didn't even really.
No,
Honestly,
he basically said athletes don't take these.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I honestly only know about Georgia Tech because of their sports programs.
Exactly.
So the tech part of it, I know I hear it in the name, but I didn't really process it very
engineering
much.
programs
Right,
for real.
right.
Like, they
and where'd you go
really-
to high school, by the way?
Oak Park River Forest.
Okay.
Just out of Chicago. So, like, with me taking that, like, for me taking the classes and shit at Tech and putting that shit out, like, I put it out, and when it started doing good, I was told to take it down. But it was I wasn't lying. This is, when you're a kid, everything's pure. So you're not thinking what the NBA is gonna think.
Of course.
I honestly had read so much crazy stuff. I'm like, dog, I don't know. But at that age, I didn't care. At 19, I was just getting stuff off my chest so I could get through life. Like, I wasn't able to go.
But you're also like a star player at Georgia Tech.
Oh, yeah,
They're very invested.
Oh,
in
I'm
you.
the guy.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy over there.
Right.
And I'm like, but I came into this doing music. Like, my outlet is music. Like, otherwise, like, if I sit at home, I'm gonna get in trouble. At some point, I'm getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I play basketball and then I go home, rest, and I have nothing to do for the rest of the day, I'm gonna get in trouble. And I knew that about myself. So I dove into other things. And it's like, I paid attention to the class I need to pay attention to. And with the music, I had an outlet, and I did spoken word. Like, I'm used to being on stage. It's the only thing that's similar to basketball, and the crowd goes crazy when something special happens. You get the same energy back at a concert. Like, it's
You hit
like
a bar. You hit that bar, and people hear it.
especially when it's on time, and you ain't saying regular too. You sort of threw your little slang on it to where it's like, oh, he meant that. Like, he stopped rapping and sort of talked that out. Like, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that make you feel like, man, I could walk with dude. I could listen to dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I always felt like if I could lead a crowd of people, like, as an athlete, where, boom, I could get this steal. We go down there, I throw it to JR, he throw it back, I get a dunk. And we look at the crowd, fist pumping, everybody screaming with me. I'm like, if I could get everybody to rap with me too, like, that'd be great for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that feeling of that interaction. Like, it's dope to me. So within chasing that, like, people at first, they like it. And then when the momentum picks up, it's like they're not even that they don't like it. They're just scared of it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what if his music does good and then he don't want to play ball no more? What if, and I keep telling people, I'm like, I've been doing both since you met me. Like, I didn't have a plan in order. Like, now I got my own record label. Like, I'm doing this the right way. Like, I'm releasing music, putting the marketing behind it. Like, I'm really doing it the right way to where you'll be able to receive the project, not like, oh, download this link. Like, it's gonna be like, nah, G, like, this makes sense. Like, this is dope. Like, they really put their time into this. Like, this is a real album.
Did Dolan himself ever have any thoughts about your rapping?
Yeah. He actually complimented it, and he wanted me to come. You know, he does music.
I was gonna say, because he has a band.
Without a doubt. We was gonna do, like, we had talked about it before. Like, he was like, yeah, you gotta come see the band and, what have you. But remember, we went to the playoffs. We was having a good time. Like, we was.
That is a long time ago.
That
Talk about the Knicks in the playoffs. So I feel like a long time.
Hey, look, it was a long time, but it happened. You know what I mean? It happened. Mogs be, a lot of people be like, man, the Knicks ain't never been back to the playoffs. I be like, whoa.
Oh, we were there.
We went. You know what I'm saying? We made, we fell a little short, but I'm like, gee, I remember going. Let's cut it out.
But he was supportive.
I had a great time.
And
you know what I mean? Like,
and Dolan was supportive. He was cool with the music part of it.
honestly, I don't know. I never dove that far into it. Like, at 21, 22, though I did music, I wasn't interested in putting it out yet.
Got it.
Like, I did music for just my head. Like, it was like, yo, I'm going through a lot, and I'm not going to tweak on Coach and tweak on whoever else is around me. Like, I'm going to go make a couple of songs, feel good about it, feel like I could hear something that just, massages the problem a little bit, and then I'm going to just focus completely on basketball. But I was one of them people, I cramp up after I work out. So it's like, I got to work out, drink a number of fluids, lay down, get on my game ready, get on my Normatec, and I got to sit back and, like, really decompress, especially with all the knee surgeries and stuff. Like, I got to take care of myself. So it's like, it's not really a lot of times I could do anything. And I could write on my phone. Like, would you rather me scroll Instagram or...
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Use my brain for something. Like, I went to school for it. Like, I've been writing all my life. It's like, well, I get to the league, and then now I just don't use my shit no more. I know people that literally can't even write in cursive no more.
Right,
They use their
completely
phone.
forgotten.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They just, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, so what year did you decide to put out your first record? Like,
I actually, when I tore my ACL, I believe I released 2 records. One of them was completely reckless. Now looking back on it,
Why? Reckless?
why?
because I was just talking about. I didn't realize how it came across, but it was again me telling the truth. It was before I really censored myself all the way, and I was talking about, the Percocet, the oxys that I had to take, and just sitting in a depression and feeling like I can't do shit right now. Like I'm just sitting here with my leg
It was
messed
your
up.
truth at that time.
It was, but I didn't. I look back on it and I'd be like, damn, I just don't want it. I wouldn't want a kid to be like thinking, oh, let me try this. You know what I'm saying? Though I was venting and getting it off my chest, it was like, I don't know if it's aligned. Like right now, as a 29-year-old going to 30, I just feel like it's aligned for me to be able to say my truth and what I'm going through and what I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? Like letting people know, like now I can explain decisions I made with a clear head, you know what I'm saying? Like back then, I really didn't know shit. I was just trying shit out, so I shouldn't have been so vocal about it. You know what I mean?
That's a thoughtful way to look back at it. I
But
get
You're
it.
under a microscope too, because you're playing for the NBA.
Without a doubt. And the thing about me that I wish I didn't let people rob from me was that I was completely naive to what I was doing. I did not know. And after a while, when I learned what it was, it sort of made me move accordingly, and I wish I never did. If I could have one thing to go back on, I would be like, yo, I would stay that 21-year-old that's like, gee, they didn't even want me here, so I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like, but I started thinking about like they was like, no, the Knicks ain't doing this, and they've had these guys and the media, and we start losing a couple games, and I start seeing what they was saying about the media, and I start letting it all affect me, and I'm like, gee, I don't even care about none of this. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Let me
The
just play.
21-year-old kid in me would not have gone into this. I wouldn't have read an article. But
Was the media was being here? You've played a lot of places. Was being on the Knicks? Was the media louder than anywhere else?
yeah, but it's lit. It's not even louder. It's sitting down and it being so many cameras and so many lights, and it's like,
Do you guys notice, for example,
oh, it's totally.
the back page of the paper? Is this a thing people pay attention to? Yeah. Because this is different. Most cities don't have tabloids like
we
this.
We see the papers. Like, we see the paper. You got to think you dealing with grown-ass men in this league. Like, they all wake up and get the paper. They read the business section. You know what I'm saying? Guys is checking stocks. Guys is checking what's going on, seeing what Trump talking about.
Right.
Whether you like him or not, we need to be aware. Like, and we need to all, as a people, be on that. Like, everybody needs to be aware. Even if you don't like the man, be aware of what's going on, how it affects you, how it affects people that you got love and obligation for. Like, but as grown men in this league, everybody's reading that.
Everyone knows. And
Even if they not reading it, we gonna skim that sports section, skim. You know what I'm saying?
at least see what are they talking about?
Whatever, yeah, you gonna do that while you headed to the bathroom just because it's there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just being a grown up, goddammit. Like, real talk, you gonna be like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Make sure no kids got hurt, nobody got, you know what I mean? I'm making sure everything cool.
One thing I always wanted to ask you about was when the Fade video came out, and Teyana, your wife, all of a sudden, I always thought it to be very amusing, right? Because I've known your wife since she was 16, 17 years old. And the whole world in one moment noticed how hot your wife is, right? And it's like anyone who's in the industry, like Teyana's a beautiful woman. Everyone knows this. She's done cool, been around.
I don't know where he's going with this.
How
I'm joking.
weird was
It's
it?
a
No,
joke.
please. How weird was it when all
I'm
of a
like, my nigga, get to it. G.
I got
Like, no, she's a beautiful.
No, I'm just saying, she's a
listen,
beautiful. I'm not going to keep different energy when you're here. So then all of a sudden, the whole world overnight is like, who is this woman?
And
Was that weird? You're her man at the time. Was it overwhelming?
Honestly, I woke up on some told you so shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm just like,
the whole time, and now
I'm
everybody
like,
else
gee,
is
I
finally
get
catching
it.
up.
I'm like, I get it.
Right.
But I don't get y'all. Like, I don't get it.
Where were you?
What was y'all looking at? Like, that's what I be on. Like, I really be thinking that. Even when I, like, sometimes I just
Musically
be like, bro,
too, by the
what
way.
is, I really don't get when, like, they still not on that, though.
Right,
It's
still
not all the way correct. in
Like
that.
after her first album,
yeah.
it would seem pretty clear how incredible she was as an artist.
It's been hard to. It's been tough because even her accolades and everything, like as you support them and do it, in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, G, like
Y'all don't know.
y'all have no clue, and it's sad. It's like I don't want it to be some shit where she's gone before you realize what's going on. Like, I don't want her to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just direct, and then she gonna be directing movies where she don't want to do it. Like I'm making so much money directing movies, I don't really want to do music.
And then everyone goes,
and then everybody
was
be
really
like,
dope.
yeah, and then everybody be like, man, you remember her first album? That shit was a classic. And now her spins is finally getting through, but she like, gee, I'm straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be like that, so I just be like, dog, like I just want everybody to just be in alignment when they listen to the shit, because it's like I know they had the little wrinkle with putting out KTSE.
Yes.
Wrinkle or not, it's cold as hell. Like
Super.
I ain't got tired of it. I don't,
It
you know
was
what
our
I mean?
favorite. It was our favorite.
It was the best one.
Of those drops.
22 minutes, that's a car ride. That's going to
Yeah,
get me
yeah.
A to B.
No,
That's
it
what I
was-
need. You know what I mean?
We wanted more.
Get me to
because
my
it was that
workout,
good,
baby.
though. You
Huh?
know what I mean? We wanted more because it was that good.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like the next body of work, I just hope that everybody not only is aware of it when it drop, like,
How helpful is she for you musically? Not only like helping structure wise, but in terms of knowing the industry. She's been in it for so long.
she knows the industry like forward and back. Like she's really good with marketing things and branding things, period. Like she's so sick with it. Like I was in my mind, I'm like, why a reality show? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. In my mind. This is me.
You guys had one season, right?
Yeah.
Of the show? Yeah. ...
Dot.
Okay.
But she had a vision to say, boom, fade done hit. All this stuff is happening. You working. How do I get more time? And she's like, all these reality show offers have been coming for the longest, and she just never brought them to me because she knew I probably would be off that.
Right.
But she's like, how cool would it be to make money to hang out with your family? To where now it's like you can't say I had to dip and go to work over here. Like we literally are working year round by living. You get what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, representing a certain brand of love. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, how cool is that to display that and be, I know it sounds messed up now, but I'm gonna say it, like the Cosby Show type of vibe. Like how cool is it to like make a cool, not to say Bill Cosby wasn't cool, but you know what I
So
mean?
the show
Like,
was cool. The show's separate.
No,
Right,
I'm
right.
saying,
What
I'm
the
saying,
Huxtables meant though.
I'm,
What
yeah,
that
the
meant.
meaning
Yes.
of them, but now the swaggy version. Like instead
Right.
of Theo's outfits being messed up.
No, you have how old? Junie's
Junie
3?
gonna get dressed.
Junie 4?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
why she dresses
she's
better
4.
than me? She's 4 years old.
She's 4, but she dressed herself now.
I gotta show you this one outfit.
Yeah.
Your mother-in-law posted a picture.
Oh, she different. Oh, you talking about with that Gucci?
The Gucci. Your mother-in-law posted the head-to-toe Gucci.
I
I
took
was
the-
like, yo, this.
I took the pictures. I couldn't believe what I was looking at.
But then it's
And
also her personality.
the poses.
It's like,
It's the Gigi. You got to pose with me, and she'll. You don't want to pose with me, like. She's like, you treat me mean. Like she a character, like.
Right.
Like,
So you had fun. You guys enjoyed doing the show.
Initially, I didn't, and I think VH1 staff did a really good job at, like, little by little, they made it more and more family oriented for me, because they saw it's hard for me, like, to walk past and they be like, oh, Iman, can you?
No, it's annoying.
It's just like,
It's a lot.
or to be like, yo, can you guys just be quiet for a second? There's a plane going by. Like, bro, I'm like,
This is the plane, man. Relax. I know.
you see what I'm
it's the
saying?
worst.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, dawg, I'm in the NBA. A fan walked past during the interview. They just walk past, bro.
That's so
We
true.
Not stopping.
There's no chance.
This is real life. We not. If I'm tired and I'm breathing hard, and you interviewing me, I'm just tired and breathing hard. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so I just,
There was an adjustment.
yeah, I couldn't right away love it. And toward the end, I warmed up.
That's dope.
I did.
All right, I got to ask you a few basketball things. You spent time twice, I believe, with Kenny Atkinson, right?
Yeah.
In New York,
Yeah.
and then in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And he was sort of, they mutually parted ways the other day.
Yeah.
there's a lot of confusion among people in New York about why and what happened. So first of all, I just want to know the word was there wasn't a winning culture in Brooklyn. That was said supposedly by KD. That's the thing that's out there. What did you think about Atkinson as a coach during your time around him?
I love K. My rookie year,
What was his job at that point?
he was basically the guard coach.
Okay.
But he was there for player development. But we, especially the points and twos, like we just gravitated toward him. He was able to bridge a gap between, like, sort of like giving us that head nod, like, I get it, the young game, and I can't play it all the way. Actually, he actually can. He'll go out there and play like you. He could emulate you easy. Go out there and do an impression right away. But the way he plays, he can sort of blend the two and say, this will work for you. Like, this is how you play. So I'm going to tailor it around you. And I think he did a really good job at bridging that gap and when he was the guard coach. So when I got picked up with Brooklyn, when they had the exception due to Wilson Chandler's time, when I came in, it was easy for me to make the adjustment and just trust whatever he was saying because it was like he took care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like every coach that I've played for has moved on or fired or something's happened, a team broke apart. It's like there's been no consistency for me for 9 years. So seeing somebody out was a familiar face. Like when I saw D'Antoni again, it was a comfort because it's like, at least I get to see somebody I know. I ain't got to go into a locker room with like a whole, like the staff is new, but at least I know somebody. Like I don't feel like nobody knows me here. Now I got to prove myself or change myself into whatever you want me to be. Like that's literally how my career went. After I left the Knicks, it was just like wherever I went.
Brand new.
It's just like, I need you to do this. And then with me, I'm just like, I'll run through a wall for you once you know what I'm saying? When I'm on the team, I'm going to run through a wall. So it's like, you want me to shoot threes? I'll shoot threes. Do I want to shoot threes? No. I'd rather dunk on people. I'd rather you throw me lobs, but shoot threes? Got you. I'll shoot threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted that consistency, so I was always rooting for KA because it was just like.
So does this surprise you?
It does. I thought even before K and damn, they both Ks.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
KD and Kai
Yeah.
made the decision to go there. I felt like Brooklyn, they was in the playoffs. They were a team that played a style of basketball. It's a roll the dice type of basketball. It's equal opportunity. Ball moves, it's hopping. They was playing defense hard. Like I felt like they was moving in the right direction. Of course, bringing somebody like K and Kai, it stops the ball a little bit on offense. It changes the dynamic of things, but that's what you need to win a championship. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been a part of these awards in the championship. You're not winning nothing without somebody that could just say, the plays ain't working, get a bucket. If you can't throw it to him and he can't just go get you 10 straight to lead you into that timeout, you just going home that year. You get what I'm saying? Like, we watch it every year. Somebody's got to say.
You need stars like this who can take over a game.
Because when you playing these matchups, it's like, okay, we played you twice here, twice there, once here, once here. It's like by game 6, ain't no plays working because we know all your plays. It ain't no pick that's going to work. Ain't no blind, nothing. Like, we know everything that's going on, and we know your ankle messed up. I know I hit you in the rib the other day accidentally, but I know it hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these factors.
So who can just take over the game right now?
Who can do it?
So do you think Kenny Atkinson's style, which seemed to work so well with these young players, do you think that could have worked with KD and Kyrie?
I think if KD and Kyrie came here healthy, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate for KA and for KD and for Kai that everybody wasn't healthy and everything wasn't gravy from the jump. You get what I'm saying? Like, because then we don't know what they are. If K comes and he's healthy and Kai comes and he don't have the shoulder problem, Spencer Dinwiddie was playing unbelievable the whole year. You get what I'm saying? You got all these things happening. Wilson goes down. Like, if you have a whole team, that whole team the whole time, and nobody bothers them, I don't think K gets fired. I think they're going to have a hell of a record, and they're going to figure it out. But he came injured. It's New York, so it looks worse than it is. It's like, me personally, I think with no consistency, you can't expect people to win.
What was Kyrie like as a teammate in Cleveland? He's become the subject of a lot of conversation. And I only know him in real life off the court, and he's a good dude. But there are a lot of questions about him and how he fits into locker rooms and with coaches, etc.
He's one of the best players in the NBA. So he's got a big energy to him and a big aura. Pause. That sounded crazy.
No, you're good. Big aura's fine.
But it's one of them things where it's gonna be misunderstood. You're either gonna like really love everything about him, or you're gonna feel like, I don't know, like people alienate him. And with Kai, what I've noticed is he won't fight it. He's not gonna fight for you to think a certain way of him. He's just not into that. Like,
If you don't get it, he's cool being like, you don't get
he's
me.
so cool with that. Like, he's so cool with that. He like, that's cool. Can you guard me? You know what I'm saying? When all fails, cool. Stand in front of me with a different jersey on and stop me. That's it. Like, that's all I got to do at the end of the day. That's how he feel. And it's like, I don't know. I don't like people. So many people get attacked for that, but that's literally what makes him him. He has the ability to say, I don't care about none of that you're doing. I don't care to elaborate.
Right.
None of that.
How is
Elaborate's the single. You like how I
When's
fell
elaborate-
into that.
when's the
Keep the cameras rolling.
when's the single? When's the single Elaborate coming?
Child, what is coming?
Friday. Oh, you dropping a single Friday?
You know what
Single
I'm saying?
time.
Something's coming.
Wow, okay.
All right, Friday the 13th.
something's
You're gonna
coming.
have Elaborate.
Yeah, Elaborate is like I said, it's the truth. It's a nice little letter, a little something I had to get off my chest. Period. Like, I think a lot of people wanted to hear it because, like, you know, I've had to elaborate on the subject of music for so long, but this is like the actual, so people can understand. Like, there was a side of me that people thought. You gotta remember, in Chicago, where I was at, a little town in Oak Park, we don't see either side. You don't see basketball make it, and we hadn't seen an artist make it. So we all doing both of them, hoping we'd be the first. So while I was short, I was good, but I wasn't ranked. Did nobody?
When were you short till?
Middle of sophomore year.
Okay.
And I just started growing, and then I walked in.
What's that like? Tell me about that. What's it like when you grow?
hurts.
I haven't had that happen.
hurts.
I'm still waiting for it.
Knees ache.
It's gonna come. No, I think next year I'm gonna
And
grow.
you sloppy,
Yeah.
you tripping over yourself. Your
Right.
shoes
Your parents
don't
are
fit.
looking at you like, we gotta buy you more clothes. Yeah.
You start wearing slides all the time.
You feel
'cause
like
they
a-
just trying to wait for your foot to stop
Right.
growing so they could just get you one set of shoes.
Looking like a puppy when puppies start getting.
Like, once I grew out of my
hard.
father's, he wore 12. Once I passed the 12, it was hurt for me on the shoes. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's the first couple of times, you know what I'm
Tough.
saying? Some heavy, somebody would be like, yo, you need me to buy you some shoes? Like, I need you to play this dude one-on-one. We got some money on the game. right. Man, I'll buy
You need some sneakers, huh? Because I need
I
you to
know
win.
you need some sneakers. Like, cool, just playing these, get this done, I'll get you some sneakers. Like, it was like, it came to that, to where it's like, bro, I'm growing. But before that, people thought I would rap. Like, I was winning slam competitions, like I could rap.
Oh, so you thought that was going to be your first route was hip hop, not basketball?
No. I always wanted basketball.
But it
to
didn't
be-
seem as realistic as rap.
to people.
Right.
Because
Okay.
they was just like, they heard me rap, and they like, you gonna make it there before.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, everybody wants to go to the NBA, nigga. Anybody going? Like,
Right,
that's
but,
how
then,
they
but
feel.
when you were 6'6", then they were like, well, let's talk about
See
the
what I'm
NBA.
saying? When I walk back in junior year, I'm 6'3". They like, hold up.
We might be able to talk about this.
See what I'm saying? Now I'm coming in, and every layup I usually get, everything's boom. And it's regular. Like, my pop's looking at it like, because he been with me all summer, so he like, yeah. Like, I done went on the AAU circuit. I come back, and I'm 15th in the country. I was not ranked. And then I was 15th in the country.
How
after
good did it feel
growing.
when you could just start easily jamming? That must have been
Unbelievable.
Every kid wants to dunk. And when all of a sudden you could just easily dunk, it must have been crazy.
It's like when it become here and you get up there, you like, oh, I could just turn him over. You go up there, you think you be like, oh, I could just throw it down. It's over with.
You're excited enough as a kid when you get a good finger roll
For
goal.
sure.
You're like,
Oh, when
I
you
got a
tap
good-
glass?
Yo, that's a big deal. You can tap glass. Again, I don't know.
You
But
tell
I,
you
but
hit
I've
that
heard.
layup and tap glass.
But now, when you can turn it down, dunk every
Oh
time.
my gosh. Like it was, and what for me was dope, my brother didn't know how easy it was. He thought it was still like everything had to be perfect. So he came to the game. I'll never forget, he was working for Pace Bus. He come in the game, he, standing on the baseline with it. He kept leaning like this. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget, he had his Pace Bus coat on. And I went baseline, and I dunked it. And when I dunked it, and I looked straight for him. You know what I'm saying? I dunk it. I look straight at him. I find him and I'm looking him in the eye. He looking at me like, oh. Because I told him, I'm like, bro, you got to come to the game. He like, it's Glenbar West. Like, just tell me how much you have. Like,
No, you're like, no, you got to
I'm
say.
like, you got to come to these games. Like, this was the first conference
How
game,
much
I
older is
think.
your brother?
3 years older.
Okay.
But this is like Ari's like,
And did he play or no?
nah, he did football and wrestling. Okay. But Ari's like my older brother that we was the middle children, so we fought all the time. So I tell people all the time, like, I thought I hated him. I thought I'd never talk to, I thought we'd get 18 and just not speak no more.
How close are you now?
That's my dog. I mean, my little brother's my dog too, and you know what I'm saying? My oldest brother took care of whatever, but it's like,
The two of y'all are...
yeah, because we fought the most, like bloody, crazy fights where my mom's like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all gonna kill each other. I don't know what it is about y'all two, but like our what you call us, like we all share the room. Me and Ari beds always was opposite.
Because you fought too much.
Gotta be.
Keep them apart.
Yeah. Kasani and Paca, they always was like mergers.
They were trying to keep the peace.
Man, trying to keep the peace, dog. Kasani will go outside, play with me. Don't want to hang out. Don't want to play basketball, but he just going so he don't got to hit a ruckus today.
Right.
Were any of your siblings close to the athletic level that you're at?
No, my oldest brother was actually really good. He just didn't. I felt like he didn't apply himself. But it was like early on, we had the high school coach was an old school coach. He didn't really start changing his rules till he met me. Like, he didn't really move people up. If he had a team, if everybody went to summer camp and you ain't go to summer camp, you was like further behind. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was good or not, he'd be like, I ain't putting you on the team. Like, you ain't coming to summer camp.
He started.
Well, I went to camp.
Oh, you play. So you played the game.
Yeah,
and then B, he messed with you on top of it.
Without a doubt.
Right.
But it was like he was looking at me like, no, we don't move freshmen up to varsity. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. And then their star player, their star point guard breaks his foot. And then he's at my game. Like, I'm going to check him out. And I go off. I'm talking about go
You
off.
went on?
Flawless. It was a flawless victory. Like, I went ape shit. And right after that, the next day, I was headed into practice, and my coach was like, yeah, you practice in about an hour, 30 minutes. What you talking about? Like, y'all ain't even, I'm like, you ain't even. He's like, yeah, they gonna move you up to varsity, so you done with us. They gonna give you a schedule. It's gonna be different. I know it's a lot, but I'm looking like, bro, what? All my friends. Like,
Right.
All my dogs is over there. What you told me? We played.
You're with the old kids now.
You know what I'm saying? And I got moved up and everything was different. But I feel like if my oldest brother if they'd have applied themselves more, they'd have been on the team. It's just I didn't have no fear because I had to play them, so they was my obstacles. I wasn't tripping. I'm like, these kids at school ain't got nothing for me.
Right.
Like, I done tried to hit the game winner and received a punch from behind from my brother Ari. I done fell into the gate, damn near knocked out. I'm like, y'all ain't doing that at the high school, so I think I'll be good, bro. I think I'll be cool. Yeah, I think I could get a bucket. You know what I mean?
All right, I got to ask you about two names before we let you get out of here. And again, Iman's
Before I
new single,
elaborate.
Elaborate is coming out Friday.
That's right, Friday.
And then an album soon come. LeBron is still playing at literally the exact same level that when you guys won a championship. Does it ever like blow your mind? Like, the man's 35 years old.
We talk about it all the time. Like, every time I talk, I be like, bro, you for real? The other day I had talked to him about P. Bev. I'm like, bro, what is you
about
on?
Patrick Beverly?
Like, cause I'm looking at it like, how did that do that? Like, I'm like, dog, P. Bev he physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just cool. Like, you can't just shrug that, man. Not a lot of people realize what he did. Like, though P. Bev, like, I get it, Skip and Shannon was, they laugh about it and everything, but like, say what you want. Patrick Beverly tough as nails. Like, it don't feel regular to just be moving that man. You ain't finna just be moving him. Like, his center of gravity is there. Like, and he vicious with it. You know what I'm saying? Bron literally put his elbow up and that man flew back. And it for a second, I'm like, gee, y'all are so busy laughing, y'all don't even realize how strong.
You have to be to do that.
You gotta be strong, man. You ain't, come on, we grown ass men, G. Like,
how tall is Patrick Beverly?
What, P-Bell gotta be like 6'3",
6'3",
something like that.
No,
Damn, my bad, Pat, if I'm doing you bogus on the
I
top.
thought 6'3". Oh, it's only 6'1".
6'1"?
Well, they list him 6'1".
Well, he's so much of a pest, he probably just seemed a little taller.
Right.
I just, you know what I'm saying? That's my
But you hear
dog.
what,
He
but
from the crib.
afterwards, Patrick Beverly said, though, he was asked about the challenge of guarding LeBron
Yeah, he said there was
James.
no
He said
challenge.
there is no challenge guarding LeBron.
I mean, we ain't gonna get into that. It's a challenge, bro. Like, come on.
Stop it. You're just going to say stop.
Yeah. It's 6'8". I don't know how much the man weighed, but it's solid. It moved really fast.
Did you try to DM? Did you DM up in practice ever and deal with that experience?
Oh, bro, you have to deal with me now. It ain't no. But he gonna do that. He gonna do stuff like that where he make a move, you guard it completely correct, you grab the ball. Everybody else, it'd be a jump ball. But with Bron,
He just comes out of it.
lays it up and goes the other way. Like nothing happened.
You have any Kobe memories you'd like to share? Any specific things about?
Just my that one, I put it in the caption. That was my favorite. I'll give you one more.
Okay. Well, give us both. What was the caption? Tell us the
The
caption.
caption was about Kobe came and talked to my high school once, and he said we had I don't know, I can't remember if somebody asked the question, but basically he was speaking on people saying, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket type of thing. Don't spend all your money in one place type of vibe. And he said he never believed in it because he felt if I'm putting all my eggs in a basket to go for this, if I fail and this basket drop and all the eggs break, why nobody told me I could just make more eggs? You know what I'm saying? But when he said it, of course he said it with conviction.
Right.
He stared straight through us.
Through your soul.
Like, yeah. It's like that stare and the energy that happened in the room. Like, first of all, when he walked in, he was just like, I think somebody was chattering. He was just like, I mean, we could, you know, I don't have to be here, you know. You know, I can get out of here. You know, I got shit to do. I got all type of shit to do. So if you guys are here for that, you might as well just leave. Like, I'll leave. Please. Like,
That got people's attention.
but yeah, but it's like how he walk in, he'll cut off whoever's introducing him with, all right, we could just skip that part, man. Like, I don't want this to turn into the, you know, we're not gonna turn it into that shit. Like he'll just cut everything off and it changes the tone in the room. I love how he would take the tone of the room. Mm-hmm. And when he said it, like, it was the first time, you know, you look at somebody and you can't tell if he's looking at you. Like, he looking dead at me, but I'm like, I don't know if he sees me. I think I'm just like not relevant enough for him, but he couldn't see me and I felt it. And I was just like, he just really believes what he's saying and he wants it to inspire me and it did. But that was my inspiration.
All right. And what's the other one?
I guarded Kobe in the Garden, which I can't remember how much he had, but I knew I had multiple steals against him to where in the game, in my head, all I'm thinking of is when I have this conversation with my brother after the game, how I'm going to tell him how I stole a ball from Kobe, how I stripped Kobe before he was finna take a shot, how I drove by Kobe and got a dunk. Like, I'm thinking about all these things in my head, and I'm like so geeked. The fourth quarter start.
Wait, you were already celebrating?
Not celebrating.
In
just
your head, though, you were already like,
in my head,
I
I'm
got
just
stories
thinking.
to tell.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just thinking like, gee, I was having that out of body experience. Like,
Yes,
gee,
like, let me appreciate this is amazing.
Right, we in the Garden, they going crazy. I got my player editions on. I just stole that thing from Kobe. Like, you know what I mean? Linsanity was going on. I'm like,
Wait, was this the Friday night game in the Garden, the Linsanity game?
Remember. It might have been.
But the one that
No, it wasn't that. I honestly can't.
because Kobe went for 34 that night.
That's what I'm explaining.
And he went off in the fourth quarter.
This is what I'm explaining.
Okay.
The fourth quarter starts. And Kobe said, you had a great game.
Oh my God.
Said, yo, you had a great game, young fella. But I'm looking like, bro.
There's still another quarter.
I swear I looked at the clock like, oh God. But I'm looking like, nigga, it's 12 minutes. What you talking about? Like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't said nothing the whole game. I've been talking shit. I done stole the ball. I'm hyped as hell. It's Kobe Bryant. He ain't said not one word to me. Great game, young fella. You know, locked in. The man come down. You remember he came shot fake, threw it off the glass, caught it, threw it to the corner. I'm like, bro, what you on? Like, bro, you been regular all game. Shot. Get to the spot, shot fake, spin, pivot over here, spin back on the foot, drop it off the glass. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Then he pulled up from like 35 feet on some Steph Curry shit before Steph was doing that. He pulled up and laced it. I'm like, they called a timeout. Dan Tony looking at me. I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, I guard everything, bro. I ain't. Nah, bro, I guarded the first 2 moves. He ain't supposed to have a third counter like that. Like, bro, I stopped the first one, stopped the second one, bro. The third one wasn't on the film. Yeah, it wasn't on the film, bro. I don't know what that is.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I thought that was a travel. His feet shouldn't even be able to move. Like, that was great footwork, coach.
I just can't do it.
Coach, bravo. If I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't even sit me down for this. Like,
Right. I can't do more than I'm doing.
Yeah,
Right.
This was great defense. One point, he just dribbled up, just picked a spot and just shot it dead in my face. Like, everything I was doing, I was just like, and I'm thinking in my head, damn, that whole, like, good game I thought I was having is just gone.
Right. And now, did you end up even talking to telling your brother about the steals? Or you just
I was just telling him about how I've never seen nothing like that.
now you just got niced up by Kobe.
It was just, I'm used to people, like, I'm one to guarantee something. Like, I'm one to be like, you ain't getting another bucket for the rest of the game, G. But I'm going to do it in, like, so many more ways. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to bring the bench into it. Like, I'm going to add so much to the game that I could remember to be like this. This man didn't tell nobody. He just tapped me like, good game, bro. Like, I know what I'm not finna lose to y'all in the Garden. Like, type vibe. That's how he was looking at me, like, all right.
Did he say anything else to you at the end of the game?
Bye.
Never spoke again.
He walked
I
out.
didn't speak to Kobe for another 2 years.
Oh my God.
I think I was hurt the next time we played him in L.A.
Damn.
Man, I ain't talked to that dude for a little bit after that.
How crazy was the Linsanity moment? Like, what was the energy like around the team when it started happening?
Dope. It was dope. But then again, it was the media spun it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
In what way?
just trying to turn Melo against Jeremy.
Oh, that part of it.
It was just like, it was sick. It was, because we was on the inside of it to where we're like, dog, Jalen is trying to figure out how to adjust to this. Melo's trying to figure out how to adjust to this. Melo the God. You see what I'm saying? We still got Stat. He came over here. He pioneered this shit. And now we got Jeremy Lin, who's an overnight sensation that don't really understand all the way how the NBA game is going. Like, he's literally playing out of body right now. Like, and we're all exhausted from the lockout season. So we have nothing, and he's fast right now. So let him do what he wants. That's how we felt. But it's like, at the same time, Melo got pride. You know what I'm saying? Now
It's very complicated.
Now the media doing it. They being extra. Oh, they don't need Melo there. That's the wrong thing to say. That's
Right.
stupid. If we get to the playoffs, we need him. You're stupid. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Give me Melo for the playoffs.
Right.
Give me him. Check the stats. Check the walk-off buckets. Give me him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll put my money on him. That's cool. He could lose. I'll still be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And internally, and you didn't, and it didn't feel that way between Melo and Jeremy Lin at the time. It was just adjusting to a thing.
It felt like I read about it for a week, and then it started to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like, gee, that wasn't the vibe, and now I'm starting to feel the vibe. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like y'all put that in the air.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, you could tell Melo and Jeremy don't take the bait, but it's like, you lose in 3 games and you seeing it on the back of the paper, and you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with this, deal with that. You hearing it on the radio, and it's like, it becomes real. It's like, damn, are they good without Melo? Should Melo sit out? And if Melo sits out, is everybody playing harder now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just became this thing, and it's like, gee, why ain't y'all writing about, like, man, when Melo finally get in rhythm with this new kid that just randomly
Imagine
birthed.
what can happen.
Like, why y'all not excited if y'all New York media? That's what I didn't get.
Well, people were excited. I wonder, because the excitement around Lin was crazy.
But you're excited about Jeremy Lin like Melo doesn't exist. It made no sense.
Well,
we're talking about super teams now where everybody's so excited about all these names.
True.
We had all the names.
Right. Well, Melo was out at the beginning, right? So it was about when Melo came back off the injury,
But then
how
it was
would they
like,
gel?
but it was like the story became, oh, they're not gelling. Melo ain't been playing, bro.
Right.
Give
Let
him a
them-
second.
Right.
Let him get his legs under. If it's a lockout year, y'all tweaking. Like, y'all doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot, though. Think about it. We got all our games condensed, playing back-to-back-to-backs, G. That's how Jeremy Lin got birthed, G. Like, I remember that. I was playing Darren Williams. Me and Darren Williams was literally, like, talking to each other, trying to play that game. We was both exhausted. I'm like, nigga, you shoot it, bro. Like, what you talking about? Shoot that. I'm not. Y'all doing it like we arguing in the middle of the game, trying to play against each other like dog tired. Bro, you leaning on me, you push. My bad, G. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Guys hugging each other damn near in the lane, tired.
And then Lin was like an Energizer
He hadn't
bunny.
played at all, so he come in, zoom, 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 zoom. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. We needed it, and it was a boost of energy. But it's like that doesn't mean Melo's not a team
longer
player or
contributor.
some shit.
Right.
Come on, like. Y'all should have been trying to make them a 1-2 tandem.
You got to be happy for Melo right now. This has been pretty cool. This Portland
I knew
resurgence.
it was gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even now, like I'm working out. Like, people probably, I'm here promoting the album, cool, but I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my work in. When they make that call, I'm gonna be, sign me up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't some shit where it's like, oh, I'm doing music now. I don't want to play basketball. No, I do that. I hoop. Like, I'm never gonna stop hooping. Like, I was gonna do that if I worked at the radio station with y'all. I was gonna get off work.
Right.
Yo, you trying to go hoop?
Right.
Rose, you trying to go hoop? Or no, you ain't trying to hoop. Like, we finna play pickup. LA Fitness lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what's going on. I'm bringing my guys. We played in college together. It's gonna be lit today. Telling you now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like these things. You have guys like Melo that for that year, people are like, Melo's done. No, he just not posting every day what he's working out. He working out.
Of course.
Every day. He want it bad. Like, he want it bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people forget that part if you don't feed it to him on the gram.
Yep. And
You
he
don't
came
feed
back,
it to
and all of
him.
a sudden people had forgot that.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh, Melo's so great. It's like, gee, y'all the same people that said this man should be out the league. We're talking about one of our greats. Y'all was saying he shouldn't be on the team. Moggs didn't like his brand of basketball. His brand of basketball is playoff basketball.
Right.
Slow the game down, X's and O's, see what's in front of you. I could get a bucket no matter what y'all do. That's champion basketball. Why is he not supposed to be in the league? Because everybody's shooting threes now? That's messed up. That's how I felt. And it's like now everybody's like, oh, Melo's shooting the three.
You can do that too.
The only difference is he's moving now. Playing with James, you have to stay stationary because how James plays, it causes you to change and conform to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to become that for James to excel. Like, you got to become a certain player with LeBron. You got to become a certain player with Kai. Like, you just have to do that. But people got to understand, like, it ain't always everybody don't want to do it. It's like, you got to just figure it out.
Hey, well, listen, man, it's been a real treat getting to talk. Elaborate drops Friday. Album soon come.
This car ain't stolen.
This car ain't stolen.
You see
Look
what
for
I'm
it. Look for him maybe
saying?
on an NBA team near you soon. Iman Shumpert. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.